I had always been the type to enjoy the simple pleasures in life. One of my favorite things was flying kites on sunny afternoons, a hobby that helped me unwind after long workdays. So, one Saturday, I decided to take my new kite out for a spin by the lake behind my house. It was the perfect day, with a light breeze and clear skies. I stood on my deck, stringing out the kite high above the water, watching it dance in the air. But little did I know, my peaceful hobby was about to trigger a bizarre chain of events that would pit me against my HOA and a certain dock that had been a little too close to my property line. It all started when I noticed a couple of HOA members walking by, looking at me with disapproval. They were clearly the type of people who had way too much time on their hands and felt the need to enforce even the most insignificant of rules. They began murmuring among themselves, pointing in my direction. I shrugged it off, thinking they were just grumbling about my kite being a potential eyesore for the neighborhood. A few minutes later, a cop car pulled up. I was baffled. The officer, a young guy with a slightly confused expression, stepped out and approached me. "Hey there, are you the one flying the kite?" he asked. I nodded, still puzzled. "Yes, officer." "Is something wrong?" He hesitated. "Well, we got a complaint from the HOA. They say you're causing a disruption with that kite." I blinked. "A disruption? It's just a kite." The officer shrugged. "I'm just doing my job. They said it's a safety hazard." Before I could respond, one of the HOA members stepped forward, looking smug. "We have rules about flying objects near the water. It's a liability issue." But before they could make a bigger scene, I decided to pull out the trump card. I turned toward the lake, pointing to the large dock attached to the HOA's property. "Funny thing is that dock," I said. "It's on MY land. I've been meaning to bring it up with you guys, but I guess today's as good a time as any." The look on their faces was priceless. The HOA had mistakenly built their dock on my property without realizing it, and now they were calling the cops over a kite. The officer looked at them, then back at me. "Seems like you have a bigger problem here than the kite, huh?" The HOA members quickly retreated, and the officer, now clearly uncomfortable, offered a polite nod before leaving. The whole ordeal was over within minutes, but it left me with a powerful lesson: never underestimate a kite or the power of property boundaries.